maybe getting corn. So pretty keen to work on these areas to allow for those kind of upcoming crops and farms. Why is it so dark? Oh, the sun's behind the tree. And yeah, so I wanted to work on these areas. But first of all, let's talk about something that I showed at the start of the video, which was this area. So a creeper did blow me up. I was working on the blacksmith building, and a creeper just came along and, yep, ruined my day. So I've repaired all the redstone that it damaged. I did tidy up the redstone down here while I was in the area, just made it look a bit nicer and a little bit cleaner. But it did make me wonder, should I just be putting back this farm that was just here? So this is where I used to be harvesting my nether wart. What I'll do is I'll just jump up onto this pressure plate. That was where I'd have some nether wart on top of these pistons, then I'll push up the nether wart and I could harvest it that way. But I did wonder, should I be putting in an extra wide path just here? So I've been talking about putting in some more pathways, particularly 2-block wide pathways. And I thought this could be a good little transition to come around this corner, then go up these stairs to make this 2 blocks wide. And so this kind of has to be redesigned if I'm going to do that. So that's why I haven't completed this area. It's why it's a little bare bones at the moment. But another good, decent pathway could be up through here. So this is another good little avenue. I think this could work for a 2-block wide path. It zigzags up onto this hill a little bit, probably along the front here, and then it will meet somewhere around here. So that's another option. So let me know what you guys think, which way I should go. Should I have the path that runs through this way? So right through this hobby farm, then comes up through these stairs. I'll make these 2 blocks wide. Or should I have it going past this house on this other diagonal? So let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I wanted to work on those paths. Anyway, let's talk about these farms. So these farms I made a very long time ago. There's nothing to it. All you do is press a button and it pushes all the produce all the way down to the frontier where the player can just come along and collect all the goodness. So it's very simple. All it is a whole lot of repeaters. And what else does it do? Yeah, that's it. It's just really repeaters with dispensers out the back here. Whoa. Don't want any carrots. I want to plant my carrots. I've got steak I want to eat. So yeah, this is an area that I need to work on because all the redstone for these guys goes all over the place. I think the redstone for this contraption is right around here somewhere. It's underneath this line of dirt. And where's this one? I think this one goes underneath this pathway. And this one goes underneath the crop itself. So if we jump down, I can show you guys just the redstone that's in here. It's very simple. Don't forget, this is made a very long time ago. Probably 2 years ago. Yeah, that's how long... whenever dispensers were first introduced, that's when I made these farms. So all it is just one pulse that it gets from the button that activates the dispensers. And then there's a long delay. I think there's 20 repeaters in here, until it sends another pulse and that turns off the dispensers or collects the water. So that works fine, but it's not very compact. It does spread out all over this area, and I want to divide this whole farm here into 2. So I could have 2 variants of crops if I want. Kind of like what I've got over here. This is a nice little design. You get exactly 32 items or whatever you're planting in here. Over here it's double the size, so you get 64. So that works well, but I thought if I want to add beetroot or maybe corn when that gets introduced, I want to be able to split this farm into 2, and it's not very easy to do that at the moment by the where all the redstone is. So I think the redstone for this farm is right along here, and this is where I want to have a pathway. So I kind of want to move all the redstone beneath the farm, and I also want to change where these buttons are. I don't really like how it comes down and basically it goes right up against this block here, and there's nothing I can do with this block. It's just going to be a free block because of where that button is. So there's a few things I want to change. So to do that, what I need to do is pretty much dig out a whole lot of area underneath these farms. And if I just show you guys, whoops. Now I've got to be careful of this water. So this is something that's going to be problematic. I don't want to get rid of the water. I really like the look of the water beneath these upside down stairs, but yeah, I have to think about how I'm going to build some redstone without water washing all the redstone away. Now, something else I wanted to just quickly show you guys, or tell you guys about, is this area just here. This is something that I've been looking to change as well. So if we grab some blocks, I wanted to move where this button is. That's what I'm getting at. And I think having a button right here will be a little bit easier, and I can probably utilize this block a little bit better. And this is something that's going to be tricky because I've got water right up next to this. So if I put a button just here, so let's get rid of that and put down a button, so something like this, I have to think about how I'm going to get a piece of redstone beneath this block with water just here. So there's a few ideas I have for that, so I'm going to clear out this area and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys some options I have for the redstone for this farm. Alrighty, so we're good to go to start working on this button design. So I'm going to get rid of this block. This is going to pour out water. Oh yes, of course it's going to wash out that redstone. Alright, well what we'll do is put down a dropper. This is an upside down dropper. So I think this is the only way I'm going to be able to activate something to for this button. Don't forget, I can't have any redstone around this. This is where you need to have your redstone dust normally if you have a button above it. But I'm going to use a dropper and have another dropper going into it. So if I can somehow place this, there we go. Now I have to figure out how to basically send an item. Let's just put in any item into here. Basically what will happen when I push this button, that will move this item from this dropper to this one. And then I need some kind of redstone tick to move the item back from this dropper all the way to the top one. So that's the kind of design I need to do for a farm like this. But let's go fix up this other redstone first. So this is the redstone for my cocoa bean farm. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, that's fine. I can live with this damage. So I think that was, where did this go? Did this go anywhere? Okay, so this had to be powered. So yep, that's where it went. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I did tidy up this area a little bit as well, since you guys are probably, in fact, you've probably never seen this. I'm not sure if I ever showed the redstone for this, but it's pretty simple. All it does is just power the pistons in a one tick. So I've got a piston over here beneath this block. That sends a short pulse up to these pistons, and then we have an automatic redstone detection up the top in the tree itself that pushes the blocks all the way back down again. So basically this whole tree moves up a block, then it moves down a block. Pretty easy, pretty simple, and I really like the way that thing works. But moving back to this button, so now that we've got these droppers in place, we need to get this item back up into this dropper. And I think the easiest way, I'm not sure if it would be the easiest way, but one way at least, is I need to, let's think about this. Okay, I'm going to have to detect when an item goes into this lower dropper, so I'm going to have to use a comparator. I should have brought some. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so this is going to power this block. Let's move this, send this block downwards. Something like this. Yeah, that could probably work. Now, I need to send power to this. And I want to try and keep this all relatively contained beneath the farm itself. So because I'll have to repeat this whole design underneath this crop, and then I have to do 2 lots of it over here as well. So I don't want the redstone running all under the ground. I want to try and keep it pretty much directly beneath the farm. So what I'm going to do is send a redstone signal beneath this block. So to do that, what I'm going to have to do is probably put a block there. I'm going to have to go down a little bit further, I think. Try something like this. It's always a bad idea building redstone on camera, but that's right, we'll find a way to make this work. And I'm going to need a torch here, so that's going to power this block. Now the reason why I couldn't put the torch itself just here is because it's going to power both these dispensers. A little weird, but that's how redstone works with this kind of contraption with pistons or with dispensers and droppers. So these are droppers. I'm going to power this block. That's going to move the item back up into this dropper like it is right now. So I need to be able to connect these together now. So this is going to move it down. This is now powered. This is sending a signal here. So if I do a quick little inversion, and hopefully, I now just need to send redstone to here. Is that going to work? That should work, shouldn't it? Let's try this out. No. Why is that? Oh, it's already down here. So let's get rid of that. Let's put that back up in here. Try this out. So you saw the redstone flash, so that would have powered this block. That would have moved the item from this dropper to the top, so that worked. Let's try it again. I have a feeling that the timing, yeah, the timing's not going to, because the basically what happens while this block is powered, it's not going to allow this dropper to accept any items. So when I press this the button, this whole dropper here is not going to allow me to move the item from here back up to the top, and this gets the signal too quickly. So to get around that, I can probably just squeeze in a repeater here. Let's try this out. Let's just put it on max delay, and then let's see what happens now. So let's put the item back in. Okay, so there's a delay. That should be unpowered, hopefully, this top dropper. Yep, so the item's in there. Let's try it again. Is it working? Is it working every time? I hope so. There we go. Beautiful. The item's always going back into the top dropper there. And that's a simple way to... well, I don't know if it's simple, but it's one way at least. This is the way that I've thought of. To basically make a little vertical downwards approach to where you can send a redstone signal. So I've got water on one side, and that's why I couldn't put the redstone dust just there. I could probably put a piston or something. You could do something very similar with pistons, but then you get the sound of the pistons, and this will at least be silent while the item moves between the droppers. So that works pretty well. All I need to do then is have this piece of redstone go and power these dispensers, and then I need a delay. So I'm going to clear out this area a little bit more. I want to put in a different type of delay system rather than just putting in a whole lot of repeaters like I originally did. So I'm going to work on this area a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the delay system. I can hear a skeleton. I have no idea where he is, but he's bugging the hell out of me. By the way, this is the farm down here for the carrots and potatoes. But I don't see this skeleton. I hear him, but I can't see him. So if I get sniped while I'm building this thing, yeah, I told you it was that damn skeleton. Anyway, so let's move on. This is where we're building this little timing system now. So this is where we've got the output from this button. It's going to come down, and currently it's powering that. So yeah, that's cool. I was just trying to think, is that going to work? Yep. Alright, so if you don't know what I'm going to do, I'm going to be building a timing system that I used on the Guardian farm, and all it contains of is I need to just put in a couple of these guys, a couple of, there we go, a couple of these hoppers, having them facing each other, so they're both facing each other. I need a block above it, so this is going to be powering, do I need a block there? In fact, I don't think I even need that block. No, I do, because what I need to do is put a torch up here, if I can reach. There we go. So, how this is going to work, if I can jump up and show you guys. So this redstone is going to be powered when this torch gets turned on, and that's going to be turned on by pushing this button. That's going to turn off this redstone. Then I want to move items from one hopper to the next, and then they'll drain back to the other hopper. It'll be much easier once I've built it. I can explain it. So what I need to do is put in something like this. Just need some scaffolding. Now I'm stuck. See if we can get out of here. And all this really needs to do is tell these hoppers when to turn on and when to turn off. So I just need to put in myself a... where is it? There we go. One of these guys, like a comparator. So that's going to come out this direction. Let's turn this around. I need to invert it. Let's put down a repeater. So that will lock this. So what will happen is... there we go. That should now work. So where's my items? Let's put something in here. Let's put in those. So there we go. So when I push this button, let's see if I can do that. Can I jump up there? No, how am I going to get out? What? That's good enough. Okay, let's jump up and push this button. What will happen is you'll see these items move from one dropper to the other, and then they'll drain back. So there we go. We'll push the button. Where's the items? There we go. So they're moving into here. Once all the items are moved, you'll see it start transferring back. There we go. And that's it. That's how you can pick up and detect a change in or an extended delay for items. And now you can obviously put in as many items as you want inside these hoppers. We can put up to 5 stacks, I guess, and then that can be the full extent of your delay. So that's a pretty long delay. I'm not sure how many blocks I'll need for my delay. I'll leave these in for now. I've got 28. And this torch turns on briefly when the items in here drops to nothing, and then when it starts to receive. So this is going to create a short pulse. All I need to do is connect up this torch. Well, not with a not with a hopper. Let's put this down. Get some redstone. And now we've got ourselves, there we go, a short little pulse. So one pulse from. In fact, I need to invert this, because this is going to run up to the dispensers. So this is going to go up this way, this direction. In fact, how am I going to power this? I think there's no water above here. No, this box is fine. I think there's no water above this one. We'll find out. Oh, damn it. So dark in here. I wonder if there is a skeleton here somewhere. Let's put down a torch. So, I need to get something somewhere. There we go. Alright, so what we can do is just run this along this direction. I basically need to power all these blocks. That's what I'm trying to do. That's it. Nothing too fancy. Okay, let's get rid of these blocks as well. And let's dig these out. How much further? Let's go down another block, so we'll just run along that like this. Now I don't know if this is going to reach, so I'll probably have to put in a repeater here somewhere. Let's just do that now. It's going to go 15 blocks, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be further than 15 blocks all the way up to this other piece of redstone. So for now, let's just do this. Test it and remove it later maybe. So there we go, that's going to go up and hopefully power these dispensers. Now I do have the water buckets removed for now. I just wanted to make sure that this works before I start messing around with water and washing away all my redstone. So let's go up and test this. We should hear the dispensers click at least to know how long it's going to take. Whoa, where's this water coming from? Where on earth is that water coming from? Anyway, I'll have to investigate that. Not sure where that's got a leak in the system. So if I push this, there we go, we heard it tick once. It's going to have the extended delay, and then we should see another pulse from this redstone. Any second now. There we go. Perfect. Now hopefully that delay is long enough for all the items to be pushed all the way down to the collection point, which is down the front of the farm, and then the water will retreat. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. And I like how most of the redstone is directly beneath the farm. I think, in fact, I don't think it's any wider than the farm itself. It goes down pretty far, but that's okay. I need to tidy this area up a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy the way that it works. Now the ultimate test is putting the water back inside these things, so let's just do that. Let's put in this. I have to grab the water buckets. Is that going to freak out the redstone? No, I've got a torch underneath. I was just wondering if... I hate it when sometimes you put a block above torch. Not intentionally, but yeah, it freaks out the redstone. Okay, so this should all work. I can put down these blocks. Let's grab ourselves the torches. Torches? No, buckets. This is what I want. These water buckets. Then hopefully we don't have water flooding the whole area, and this whole thing will just work. That's the idea. So let's put these guys in. There we go. And I do need to put water in all of these dispensers. You can't just have every second one, because if I didn't have water in here, for example, this creates a source water block, this creates a source water block, and having one either side, that's how you create an infinite source block, just here in the middle. And I need to be able to pull that water back. So that's why I've got a row of dispensers and not just every second one. Anyway, so let's press the button. If I can reach it. There we go. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Why did that work like that? So this is going to go up here. Let's troubleshoot. Why isn't this working? Oh, because I'm missing a row of blocks just here. This is what this redstone is powering. So that's easy fixed. Let's get rid of these. Put down some blocks. Yep, 2, 3, 4. Now it should work. Hopefully. Famous last words, I know. So let's try it again. Let's push the button. Whoa, that was a weird visual glitch. And all the items get pushed down to the front. And then this will turn off, and then the water gets contracted. There we go. Too easy. All I need to do is put in the right number of blocks inside these hoppers to either increase or shorten the delay itself. But yeah, that's easy to do. I can do that in my own time. I just wanted to tidy this area up as well, and I thought I'll just show you guys what I had thought of. So I'm just going to put in, I did try out putting in different slabs on top. Now where are they? Dark oak. So I thought this could look cool, having it right there. That makes it look a little bit nicer. And I was also thinking of putting in some brown carpet on top, just to give it a nice colour contrast with these blocks just here. And I think that looks okay as well. So that's something else I might do. Put this around the top of the farm and tidy up this area just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit nicer. And yeah, I'm pretty happy the way that works. So I'm going to repeat this whole redstone setup on the other farms as well. So I'll set up a divider right down the middle here, and then I'll replicate the exact same redstone that I've used just here for these farms, and I'll also do it for this farm over there. And then I've got the freedom to dig up this whole area, and I won't need to have this raised up a block. I can probably just dig out this whole section just here, have it nice and flat. I didn't always like having this upper level, but I needed that to play around where the redstone went, so that's why I went up a block just here. So there we go. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys in this episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the redstone redeemed me a little bit. Wanted to work on something, and I think this is a nice little, relatively compact way to conceal the redstone for a farm like this. Certainly not as elegant. Well, probably you could do something more elegant, but it works nonetheless. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers.